What's up, everybody? Now, here's the thing. Normally, I would do a live reaction and a review of a show at the same time, but due to some technical difficulties at my job, which, the Wi-Fi is kind of like, at times, I can't even connect and watch it. But I was able to watch it on my phone, and to do this, I'm doing a review. So I apologize to do a live reaction review. It's like, how one of those things where you want to watch it at the same time, but then the Wi-Fi just kind of fucked you up. This is the thing. Well, you know how, right now I watched Monster Musume. Now, last week, we saw the slime girl, Sue. One of the cutest slime girls ever. I mean, come on. For some of your viewers, you probably love seeing this slime girl in action. And now, it ended with a cliffhanger where Darling, we'll call him that, with Pappy and Sue. And Susie came in and saw Mrs. Smith. And it ended just like that. So now I found out what happened after. Really shocking. So without further ado, here's a review. Not a live reaction, but a review of Monster Musume Everyday Life with a Mermaid. Now, here's how it went. It started off with a simple after the last episode. And you got Mia being a sergeant saying, okay, round the troops up, we're going to protect her at all times. But Mrs. Smith and her copycat-looking workers trying to fix the damn place, destroying everything, piece back and forth. Thus causing Mia, Senseria, and Pappy ran away with Sue. Now they're in the park, and Pappy realized, oh, we don't need Darling. But then they realized, oh my gosh, we need Darling. Because there's a rule where monsters and humans need to be together. If a monster was by themselves, they would get arrested. So they were hiding by the Man in Black. And no, not Will Smith Men in Black, but just like copycats of the Man in Black. So, being copied or whatnot. Anyway, they were hiding Sue in this little bucket. And Sue is so cute in a little bucket. It's like, I just don't know where it came to start. It's just that Sue was so freaking cute. It's like you wanted to hold that little chibi. It's like if Sue was a chibi form, Sue was a little bit of a chibi character that y'all used to watch in days, it was cute to see it. So they were hiding, and what came out shocking was Pappy wanted to give Sue water because Sue needs water to stay nutrition, that kind of thing. She spilled water on her whole entire body. But then Sue, crazy for water, jumped up and kissed Pappy. Like that, kiss Pappy. No, really, kiss Pappy. And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I thought they were best female monster friends for life. But it was so sexually. Look at Sue just like sucking the water from her stomach into the boobs. And the flower they had there symbolizes that they orgasms. When Pappy was holding Sue down, like, to keep quiet, and she's like, I can't, I'm gonna, and then, like, one petal fell. Because they came, that kind of thing. And which is kind of funny. And then Mia making fun of Saria because her ass, because she's a horse. And her big horse butt knocked the tap water, and Mia was laughing at it. So the slime girl again went back of her ass. And she trying to scream, but Mia holding her mouth. And now as she holding her mouth, she trying to drool. She was drooling at her. Like, as soon as Sirius, like, the whole drool was going out because she having a huge orgasm. She didn't want to scream and all that stuff. So I guess you could say that was pretty funny to watch at that. She came to and a flower petal fell down. Now, while that happened and Darling trying to run and look for them, and then all of a sudden, this gorgeous girl in pink with a black dress in a wheelchair strolling down the hill. And he grabbed them. I mean, he saved their life, but then she's like, these airbags. Boobs. Similarity, compare airbags with boobs. And she, being nice, put him in a wheelchair. And she's like, oh, are you talking about the harpy, centaur, and the snake? Oh, yeah, I know them. You know them? Yeah. They're by the park. Because she had this ability where she could sense water. Like that. But the atmosphere was changing the atmosphere changed when Mia was going against Sue. And that was a funny thing. She's like, whoosh, she was like snake technique. I almost laughing. And then Darling came, saved them. And Mia fell down because Sue licked her so crazy that she also came. And the whole flower petal fell. Now, long story short in this one, well, the first half, they came home misunderstanding, and this house has evolved into like a big ocean type home. Well, I won't say ocean, it'll look like a big pond. I mean, big ocean, put it like that. And like, oh, who is this? It's not Sue. Oh, how come the girl that he saved? And then surprise, it's a mermaid. Her name is Mero. Now, I'm not saying for the people who read the manga, we already know this happening. Even the opening made sense because it's in order. It was in order, so we all knew that the mermaid was going to be the next one. But we didn't know how it was going to happen. Well, for some people, yeah. And so now Mero is living with them. The second half wasn't that. The second half was she had a rival right now. Mia was all like, he got another monster. Now it's revenge. She wants to have the title of like to be the best there is. And she's like, oh, I don't have a threat because Poppy's a kid, Sue doesn't matter, and you don't care, and you're a servant. So it's like, oh shit, this is not good. So she tried different tactics to get his attention. But every tactic didn't go well because every time it happened, they interfered. And I'm like, oh shit, strike one. You didn't do that. Plan A, B, C. She had all the plans, but they didn't go through. Then she drowned, and then she tried to seduce, and then Mero asked him, do you have a girlfriend? And Mia gone pissed off. It's like, you're looking at a version of Tail. This is like, to me, Tail versus Tail. You know? And this is more like it's like we all have rivals, frenemies, that kind of thing. So she thinks that, okay, Mero's the enemy or whatnot. So it gone too far when they went to the pool. I mean, not the pool, the Mero's room, which is like a big ocean, like I said. And they came in all sexy with their outfits, including Syria with her bikini, like this one little tank top triangle thing covering her nipples. I'm like, wow, what they gone? This is crazy. Anyway, Mia trying to swim, but Mia drowned, and she's cold-blooded. I'm sorry, not cold-blooded. I apologize. Mia's warm-blooded, and she can't swim in the cold that well, but she saved her life, and they're like, oh, it's like an inspiration of love or whatnot. This is what it is. Now, she apologized to Mero for being being mean to her. And Mero, she's like, oh, Mary, darling, I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into that competition. She want to see true love. This is like, she has this idea that this is like the Little Mermaid. Yes, the Little Mermaid. So she used the reference of the Disney movie that everybody know about. You know, Ariel fell in love with a prince, live happily ever after. That kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, let me get this straight. You want this idea from you want this whole thing, Little Mermaid reference type thing. You want to make it just like that for Mia and Darling. So Mero is going to step in, not as a competition, not for the competition for love, but more like, in a way, help Mia in the whole love competition with him. Now, I read the manga to it, so I already know further about Mero's past. I would tell you guys, but I'm not going to get into that. But this was a good episode. This was a good episode, you know, and like the opening is going in order. And I can't wait to meet the spider chick. That's one thing. And I'm waiting for the one episode where they do, with all the, the ending credits with the Mon squad. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that episode to come out and see this. Now, next week's episode is going to be two of the craziest things that's going to happen. The first half of Musume is when they're gonna go back to like chapter 7, when Mia's gonna start shedding her skin, which leads to like an orgasm thing going on to that point. And then the next one is gonna be Pappy is gonna lay eggs. Pappy's gonna lay her eggs, which causes shock and like, are you telling me that you and Darling did this? Yeah, like that. So it's gonna be crazy for that. But again, this was a good episode. Seeing this, was it funny? Yeah, it kind of is. But with the Sue, that kind of made it whole thing with a little bit of an orgasm chant for those three. That was funny. So on a scale of 1 to 10 on this episode, I'm gonna give it an 8. It would have been more. I wish it was more funny. But I would have gave it a little less. But with Sue in the first half, to kind of change the course of the whole, oh my gosh, and the kissing and all that, I gave it good. But yeah, all right, tune in next week for next week's episode of Musume Sune. I'm really looking forward because we're almost done. You know how every episode is 12 episodes. Once it hits episode 6, we're on to the breaking point. It's done. So tune in next time.